Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol RADA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past few days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but this one has been moving very nicely for the past couple of weeks. A couple pretty crazy dips, but every time the price has dipped, the bulls have built higher bases. And assuming you care about the big picture of things, that's the name of the game. You want higher bases because with higher bases, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. So let's get some levels of support mapped out, then we can talk areas of resistance. First level of support that really stands out to me is what the price finally broke out above today. And that was just actually a former resistance zone. And now I'm going to call this a support zone. And this comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So previous to today, there was, like I said, quite a bit of history back here with this level acting as resistance right there. And then you fast forward to more recent action, and that level was acting as resistance. But with the price breaking above it, this quote-unquote resistance zone, you can now call it a support zone. So from 290 to 285 is going to be that near-term level of support. And if the price can stay above that, that would sure make the chart look extra pretty. I mean, if you think about it, if the price were to come down here, do something like this, and then head back up, at that point in time, you'd have, a set of lows here. You'd have that set of lows right there. You'd have that set right there. Heck, we can go to that set right there. And if you picture each of these as stair steps, I mean, these stair steps would just be beautifully moving in the upwards direction. So ideally going forward, you want to see the price stay up above that support zone again from 290 down to 285. What about areas of resistance? If this movement is going to get continuation, where are some of these potential battlegrounds? What I'm going to do for this is scrunch up the chart here a little bit. I realize it'll get harder to see, but this is always a good problem to have. All right. This is an even better problem to have. So now I'm going to change time frames because we're going to have to go back quite a bit of ways into the chart's history. Oh, wow. So in other words, the price has not been up this high for a very, very long time. There we go. So next key overall area of resistance to keep an eye on up here at $3.50. And that's coming from, when is that? Back here in 2015. So been a long time since RADA has been up this high. And I'm sure none of the people from the long side are complaining against that. But I apologize for it being harder to see, but like I said, kind of a good problem to have when you have to go back that far into the chart's history. So at the end of the day, though, big picture perspective, breaking levels of resistance are nice, but in my opinion, at least, top priority right now is just keep on building higher bases and building those higher lows, because as long as the price is putting in higher lows over time, the long-term chart will continue to take care of itself. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.